Good afternoon, everybody. It's PC Outcast back with more of Gamedec, and I'm going to attempt, I forgot in the first episode, but I'm going to attempt to record a 1080p 60 and just see if I get any like major lag issues. Well, this seems to be okay. Alright, I guess this is the guy. Oh, hello. The computer on the desk was not secured. The empty workspace exuded corporate solitude. The nameplate on the desk read Junior Customer Support Specialist Idris Akari? Sorry. Okay, I don't have infotainer tech, so I guess I'm looking at the monitors. Screensaver slideshow alternated between landscapes beyond the ABBs and the towers of Warsaw City. Breaking the sequence, an image of two women embracing appeared on one of the monitors. One of them had blue hair. Log in. I barely touched the screen and gained access to the desktop. It wasn't locked. There was an open BWI presentation and an unfinished hand of solitaire. Finish the hand of solitaire. Yes. I couldn't just leave a game unfinished like that, so I started arranging the cards on the screen. I finished. It wasn't too bad a score. Okay. They're gonna be like, oh, I will finish what you started. Scan the contents. There may have been some interesting files there. My snooping software started sifting through the contents of the computer. The screen flipped up with the face of my client, Jeffrey Haggis. I can see you through the camera. You won't find anything on that computer. I'm in the room next door. Come and see me. Before Haggis hung up, the software displayed the search results. There really was nothing there. Browse the presentation. I saw 3D blue whales flying through the clouds, the company's logo. The animated slides presented the financial results for the last quarter. I copied the presentation to take a look at later. Unfortunately, don't have infotainer. Access the chair. Oh, assess the chair. There's nothing more to see here. Okay, can I just... Oh, okay. A harp. Uh-huh. Oh, are we, I guess we're talking to him. There we go. The man took a deep breath and let the air out through his nose with a loud wheeze. Icons and tags that appear in dialogue branches indicate that they've been unlocked by our previous decisions. Other players might never see them. Oh crap, I didn't want to close that. Oh well. Past choices. His gaze bore into me like he was trying to break me. How long do you expect me to wait? Take the initiative, introduce yourself, apologize for being late. Yeah, take the initiative. Mr. Haggis, I'm a Gamedec, and... Yes, I know, wonderful. Something's wrong with my son. He's not getting off the couch, and, well, you'll see for yourself. It's been over 4 days. He entered some game with his friend, Timmy. I've tried talking to Timmy, but he's clammed up. His condition makes me worry even more. My son's on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now. Here he is. Find out what's going on with him and how he can be helped. Haggis' son was wearing an expensive brand name suit and a state-of-the-art helmet covered part of his face. The couch's side panel warned that he'd exceeded the online time limit. I couldn't help noticing the genital area of his gaming suit was bulging. Oh dear. Let's look at the helmet. I leaned over to get a better look. Check the screen, check the helmet number. Helmet number. Sure. Get a look at the number. I had to lift the boy's head. Raises Fredo's head. Gently grabbed his head and tried to turn it a little. Fredo moaned. Watch out, you idiot, you'll hurt him. Lion. I know what I'm doing, he'll be fine. Do you think I'm blind? You're hurting him. Leave him the blank alone or I'll throw you out myself. Fine. Best to leave him alone. Alright, examine him. Touch his hand. I took his hand. It was trembling slightly, but had a normal temperature. That happens in games that generate lots of adrenaline. His fingertips were covered in sweat. No, not sweat. I rubbed the sticky substance between my fingers and sniffed. Berries and chewing gum. I guess muttered a bunch of curses. Hurry up. Examine the suit. The suit was equipped with advanced anti-bedsore software. Really, software actually helps with bedsores? It resembles the skin of a slithering snake. Material. I ran my fingers over the suit's surface. The synthetic fibers emitted more heat in the places where they needed to work harder. The suit was trying to mitigate the boy's sexual arousal through slow but intensive body massage. Okay. Check the couch. The royal mat, discretion and comfort. Couch reeked of luxury and unattainability. The system masked the player's information, or login information. Enough sniffing around. Tell me what's going on with my son. Calm him down and present your conclusions. Mr. Haggis, this is a tense situation, so we need to keep our composure. According to my initial observations, he's been logged in for over 4 days, but there are no signs of adverse effects from the session. This is some excellent equipment. However, Fredo is unnaturally excited. If the state continues, it may lead to some unpleasant consequences. We need to hurry. Doing a hard extraction by taking the helmet off is a huge risk, and logging out remotely... It's impossible, I know, like it is in most systems. Can you at least tell where he's logged into? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to determine that. I need to find out which game Fredo logged into and then take appropriate steps. I understand. Fredo entered with his friend Timmy, a spineless pushover. He's in my office. Maybe he knows something, but hurry, he'll be picked up soon. Deduction. Sometimes you will gain information directly pertaining to your deduction process. Left-click the deduction icon or press Y on your keyboard to see it. He looked at me, then to Sun and sighed. Alright, get to work. Main nodes are questions that are key to your deduction process in solving your case. Gather information and choose answers based on that information to unlock nodes until you reach the final conclusion. Okay. No data, no data. Fredo is agitated and exhausted. The main node is the question you are trying to answer. How to help Fredo. On the left side, you can see the clues you've gathered. Possible answers are listed to the right. Hover over them to learn more. Every decision during this deduction is irreversible. If you choose to have Haggis look for his son himself, you will abandon the case. If you believe you have enough information, click and hold the left mouse button on the chosen answer. Okay. Fredo's acting as if he is experiencing endless erotic exultation. At the same time, he is showing signs of extreme exhaustion. Can I do anything with that? No. Well, we definitely need more information before we can even think about choosing any of these. Gather more information to unlock, gather more information to unlock. Okay, these are like just question marks. Alright, There's the girl over here too, who's she? No, I'll leave that for right now. Woman's couch. There was a rather provocatively dressed 20-something-year-old woman on the couch. Warnings flashed from the device's panel. Take a closer look. She must have been planning a short session since she didn't put on a suit. Gathered info. She looked like one of the women I had seen on the computer screen in the hall. Okay. Is that your assistant? She's just a random lowlife. Leave her alone and get back to my son. Pegasus's face swelled up with anger. Hold your ground. I'll do what I feel needs to be done. You know your work, I know mine. Fine, but I'm warning you, don't F this up. Ask him about her. Who is she? I don't know, I've never seen this whore before. Okay, check this couch's panel. She'd exceeded the safety limits for logged in time, over 4 days without a suit. She must have taken a game pill or her bladder wouldn't have held out. Started revitalization, but something interrupted the process. Even though she couldn't control her body, I thought she could hear me. Her helmet had an external monitoring port. I could connect to it and see what happened. Yeah, let's connect to the helmet. Agus noticed what I was doing. What the F are you doing? I want to talk to her through the observer's port, which is... I already know what it is, so stop insulting my intelligence and hurry up. When I connected to her helmet, the image was transmitted to my lenses. Uh-oh. Don't make me block this out for YouTube. The girl drifted in an undefined space. It wasn't the network menu or any of the games I knew. Hello, I'm a Gamedec. I was hired by Mr. Haggis. I connected to your helmet. You can talk, and I'll hear you on my walk-tel. According to the login, your name is Starlet. Is that right? She moaned like she was in pain. A Gamedec? That's great. Yeah, I'm Starlet, and I can't seem to log out. Questioner. I want to ask you a few questions. If it helps you get me out of here, what happened? How did you get here? I don't know. I don't even know where here is. I was in the game with the guys when someone attacked me. Who attacked you? In what game? Was Fredo Haggis there? I'm confused and exhausted. I can't... Someone definitely attacked me. I blacked out. Ask about Idris. Do you know Idris? I saw your picture on her computer. Looked at me with surprise. Yes, she's my girlfriend. Did you come here to see her or the guys? Can we not talk about that? Talk about it right now? Get me out of here and I'll tell you everything. Ask about her condition. How are you feeling? I can't move or feel anything. I can only talk. And this emptiness. I'm going crazy here. Your revitalization was interrupted. I've never seen anything like it before, so I don't know how to help you yet. That's all for now. So what now? Offer assistance? Let me try and help you. Progress bar. The progress bar has appeared on your objective panel. It can be influenced by interactions and decisions. Remember, filling it isn't always good. That's a weight off my shoulders. Analyze the problem. Unfasten her helmet? I don't know, just pulling her out seems like a bad idea. Now, analyze the problem. Interrupted revitalization is rare and usually due to faulty equipment, but that wasn't the case. It must have been something external. Revitalization is based on hardware stimulation of the player's senses. Each stage appears on the progress bar. Sadly, I couldn't recall the correct order. Vision is definitely restored last when the helmet is removed. Had I rushed it, Scarlet would have been in serious trouble. What are those red flashes? Doesn't seem good. Okay, Starlet, I think I know how to wake you. Wait, I hear laughter. What's happening? Uh-oh. That doesn't seem good. My deck detected the girl's helmet being bombarded with exabytes of data. Someone wanted to overload it and terminate our connection. Someone is trying to stop us from talking or probing me. Or probe me. Damn it, what are you gonna do? The attack was intensifying. I didn't have much time. Activate the firewall. I'll activate some barriers to block the signal, but it's only a matter of time before they crack. It was possible to use jamming barriers to slow the attack, or some decent but weaker reflection barriers to track the source. I don't want to... I'm worried that we're going to sacrifice her by tracking the barriers. Okay, let's whatever, let's do it. The barrier started tracking the signal. It wasn't long before I had accurate data. The barrier did the trick. Starlet, the attack's coming from Twisted and Perverted. I must have stepped on someone's toes in there. Too bad, I can't remember. Observe the attack signal. My connection was being overloaded with streams of incoming data. The walktel wasn't able to interpret it. One thing was certain, the attack was getting stronger by the second. Okay, revitalizer. I don't have much time. I'm gonna try to get you out of there. Finally. Stimulator senses? Do that. The correct order was key. The revitalization bar had stopped on stimulating proprioception. It seemed right to start with that. Starlet, I'm going to try finishing your revitalization. I'm going to need to touch your body. Is that okay? Do whatever's necessary. Move her arm. Felt around for Starlet's arm in Relium, raised it, and moved it around. Okay, the revitalization bar moved forward. Proprioception complete. A good start, but the screen didn't display the next stage. Smell. I decided to stimulate her sense of smell. Blow in her face, give her a piece of mint gum. I don't know, blow her in her face. I didn't know how fresh my breath was, but I took the risk. I leaned over and blew under the helmet into her face, then waited. There was no reaction. I needed to stimulate a different sense. Damn, okay. Unfasten her helmet? I don't know if I should do that. Stimulate sense of balance. I decided to stimulate her inner ear, her sense of balance. Raise her head. Gently raise the girl's head. Oh, something's happening. I feel dizzy. That means that your inner ear has been stimulated. I can stimulate another sense. Sense of touch. Hey, Starlet, I'm touching your right hand. Can you feel it? I don't feel anything. Try something else. Attack's getting stronger. Well, I guess we have to finish the revitalization. Unfasten her helmet. The revitalization wasn't complete. If I removed her helmet, she could have problems or even fall into a coma. Hurt's dangerous. Give up? You're right, it's a bad idea. Terminate the connection? I mean, that's the only other thing we can do. Seems like a... Well, let's try the sense of smell again. Give her a piece of gum. Dug into my pocket for a pack of mint gum, took it out, and carefully slid it under Starlet's helmet. Hey, I smelled something strange, and now I have a weird taste in my mouth. That means we're on the right track. Noise is too strong, I'm losing connection. No! Oh no! Uh-oh. I got disconnected. Even worse, the attacker may have tracked me. I have no idea where this would lead. Okay, so I couldn't get her out. A game with PvP mechanics. The game Fredo and Timmy entered allows participants to fight each other. It had to be a game with PvP mechanics, okay. Boys in Twisted and Perverted. Timmy and Fredo might have visited the Twisted and Perverted game. Let the father find his son. I think this kind of just ends it. Fredo tries to attract the attention of his father at all costs because he feels neglected. This behavior is dangerous. Desperate provocation. I should convince Haggis to enter the game, find his son, and rebuild their relationship. look for him in the game. Fredo may still be in the game, twisted and perverted, an adult world that combines sex with violence. I should log into the game and find the boy there. Gather more information. Let's continue to gather information. Where's what's his face? There you are. Alright, Timmy. Talk. Conversation bar. Some dialogues require more effort. The blue bar above the dialogue window represents the emotional state of the person you're speaking to. Your choices influence the state. Try to find out how. When the conversation bar reaches the lock, additional information or dialogue options will be unlocked. Hover over the lock to learn more. Kid looked around with terror in his eyes. When I approached him, he trembled. Are you going to question me? Calm down, I just want to talk. Questioning is best left to the police. I'm here to help Mr. Haggis' son, so let's just talk, alright? Oh, okay, I want to help too. He nodded vigorously. Tell me what happened. It was Fredo's 16th birthday, and we were inside an adult game. He turned red and stared intently at his shoes. What do you want to know? Tell me about Starlet. What can you tell me about Starlet? She's a stripper. She knew the game well, so Fredo hired her as a guide. She was very brave. Started to pick at his suit collar. Why is she brave? What did she do? She was dancing so flirtatiously and teasing us. She was so direct. He was embarrassed just thinking about the girl. She knew little of that world, but was brave enough to guide us, and she was so provocative. Thankfully, mainly toward Fredo. She barely spoke to me. What else do you want to know? Sounded like a player with a slow connection. Either he was deeply stressed or something was wrong with his nervous system. Oh, interesting. Talk about him. Focus on you, Timmy. What games do you like? Whatever Fredo plays. Space sims like Dream Space or Dying Stars. Shooters, too. Crying Guns is our favorite. He loosened up. He liked to talk about games. He was looking at me with distrust. You're a Gamedec? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a game detective. Cool. Can you tell me a bit about your work? Kid seemed to come alive a little. Sure. Sure, but I've also got a few questions for you. Yeah, he nodded. Okay, so we moved a bit towards unlocking the next thing. Okay, I believe you want to help. It was Fredo's birthday. Did I mention that? So we logged into Paradise Beach. It's a place where adults get together there. You can read all about it in the description. He turned red like my grandma's geraniums. Sure, tell him more about Gamedec work. He wanted to know about Gamedec work. As a detective, I help people with their problems within the scope of sensory worlds. Exaggerate. Answer emotionally. Gamedec's wander the edges of reality is so often that what is and isn't true is no longer important. Helping others is what counts. That's why I'm here. Fredo... Yes, Fredo needs you. He nodded with all seriousness. Okay, that worked. I believe you. Really, I do. And I want to help. It's just that I can't quite remember. I don't know what actually happened. He had trouble putting sentences together and remembering events. It wasn't just shock. Something had really disturbed his nervous system. Your nervous system is overloaded, but it will regenerate. It will pass. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, ask about Fredo. Your friend. Yeah. Talk about Fredo. Tell me something about Fredo. Anything you want. He's my buddy from same school. Once this kid Alex called me names, so Fredo flushed his walk-tail down the toilet. He smiled at the memory. Then he altered the holographs in the holo photos in the school gallery to give Alex a pig snout that oozed with disgusting mucus. Fredo's brilliant. You seem alright. I'll tell you what Fredo looks like in the game. He bought us both skins, and mine was almost as cool as his. Old man Haggis doesn't know. We used an agent and covered our tracks so no one would find out we were going into an adults-only world. Okay. Tell me about Virtualum. Ask him about Paradise Beach. Why did you choose Paradise Beach? Well, to have some fun. What does that mean? That can mean a lot of things. What were you looking for? Oh no. You can feel what the other person's feeling. We wanted to experience it with girls. Eyes returned to his feet. Are there more questions? He looked at me with tired eyes. Explain that you have many more questions. Ask him. Focus on what I'm asking, or I won't be able to help your friend. Ah, damn it! Okay, that's not good. Ask more about Fredo. Ask him about his condition. Fredo's been in a state of constant, intense sexual arousal for the past few hours. What's he doing in the game? Focused on his shoes. It was an adults-only world, and I guess that's what adults do in adults-only worlds. What do adults do? No, he's not gonna answer that. I get it. You went there to have some fun. No need to explain. He was getting more confused and exhausted. I'll give him some time. I smiled with understanding and waited for him to calm down. Oh, that didn't help. He trembled. My smile was obviously not as charming as I thought. Alright, this is not working out very well. Tell me more. Do you know anything about his relationship with his father? How about that? How are things between Fredo and his father? Do they like each other or not? Oh, God. Old man Haggis is paying you. No matter what I say, you'll agree with him. The truth has a way of siding with money. He grunted and pursed his lips. It shot me an uncertain look. Great. Okay, this is not working out. Ask him if he's alright. Are you alright, Timmy? You're slurring your words and trembling. How do you feel? Not too good. I'm a bit dizzy, but that's from the fatigue. We played for a long time, you know? Calm him down. It's almost over. A few more questions, you're free to go. Nodded with appreciation. He looked at me with empty eyes. Yeah, we're not really getting anywhere with this. Use a different topic. Really. Do you guys have any... Has anyone been threatening Fredo? Did he have any enemies? No way, everyone likes him, admires him. He's the best in graphics and has awesome skins and fast Fury scores. He bought the best 15k speeder and... Cut out the bullshit. Listen to the story. I was amazed as Timmy recounted Fredo's achievements. The kid burned through money, offending anyone in his way, yet was always able to avoid any consequences. Sounds like a rich kid. Timmy seemed to revel in his friend's insolence. He obviously believed that arrogance and poor manners were cool. He was pale and trembling. I don't think I'm gonna actually unlock anything at this stage. You know what? Anything... Oh, why did you log off without Fredo? You left the game even though your friend kept playing. What happened? Yeah, I'm not even gonna get to unlocking one thing. I suck at this. I didn't want to leave him. I was feeling bad, shaking. I know you don't abandon your friends. Looked as if he was gonna cry. Looked at me with empty eyes. Okay, just stop. I needed to look around for something else to loosen his tongue. Yeah, this is just not going anywhere. A harp. For ages, the instrument has attracted both artists and common mortals. Examine the harp. Made of authentic exotic wood, richly encrusted with ivory. The pedals were probably gold-plated, expensive stuff. It definitely wasn't there to be used. It was supposed to look good and serve as an indicator of the owner's status. Try to play. I looked within for some inspiration, closed my eyes, and surrendered to the moment. I struck the strings with my fingers. A subtle but cacophonous sequence of sounds filled the room. Thought maybe if I practiced a bit. Oh boy. What are you doing? Do you know how much that's worth? Do you even know what it is? Sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know what got into me. I'll get back to the investigation. I can't blame you. I don't know anyone who could resist the urge to touch this wonder. Okay. He comes running out. Oh. A panda. Animal looked as if it was frozen in time. Submerged in a transparent resin substance, the panda seemed alive. I noticed a panel with a single red button at the base of the display. Sure, let's just press random red buttons. Ew. The hidden anti-G mechanism buzzed as it moved the polymer resin blocks apart. Well, that's gross. If the bear could talk, I was sure he'd have some interesting stories to share. Yeah, about being chopped into 3 bits. Take a closer look. Knock on the glass. I knocked softly. It felt like the animal glanced at me. No. I just pressed the button again. This is disgusting. Familiar sound filled the room as the blocks came back together. Okay. A stream of stock market quotations appeared on the screen. The software was high-end, like everything else in these rooms. System access was blocked, but I was convinced I could log on if I tried. This had to be the hardware that was monitoring Frodo's couch. Heck it. I expected some issues, but a simple bypass did the trick. The owner didn't seem to care about good security. Access granted. Hi, honey bunny. What can I do for... She cut short mid-sentence and took a good look at me. Did Jeanette Eleonora? Oh, you're not Honey Bunny. Did something happen? Is he alright? I mean, is Jeffrey alright? Excuse me, I haven't talked to other people in years, so is he okay? Tell her the truth. Mr. Haggis' son is trapped in a virtualum. I'm a Gamedec and I'm trying to get him out. I need access to this computer. So Honey Bunny's fine and well, that's good. Was I... Oh yes, let me give you the tour. I have access to emails, reports, bills, and some other systems. What would you like to see? Ask for access to the couch control panel. I want to access the couch control panel. Ask to see player monitoring. Tell me Frodo's monitoring. Do you know where he's logged into? I'm afraid that data is encrypted. Honey Bunny made it so, but I can connect to the boy and describe what he's feeling right now. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm making the connection. I can't say I like the kid's thoughts. Ask about her thought perception. You can see his thoughts? How? No, I feel them, taste them. It's hard to describe. I feel various sensations and emotions, but not necessarily the same way he does. Hard to explain how I receive them. Synesthesia? Or something? I think that's what it's called. Oh, it's getting hot. He's very excited. Far beyond the limits of red ecstasy. Have her describe the... No, go deeper. Can you dig a little deeper? The heat is starting to stink. I can't focus with all the damn humming. Insist. Please try. I need more data. The hum stops, then it gets louder again, and there's a pattern. Everything pulsates. Starts and stops over and over again. Wait, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I'm choking on pleasure, exploding with suffering. Don't make me stay here. I don't want to be here. I see no way out. Say that's enough. Tell me more about the logins. Couch 1, user logged in Fredo. Couch 2, most recent user logged in Timmy. Couch 3, most recent user logged in Guests. Okay, that's it. Right back. Ask about her. Want to know you better. She smiled and shyly lowered her head. What is she? You're not just a regular program, are you? Oh no, I'm a Diginet. Figured that you were a digital person. I guess you were probably made by Haggis's people? Ask about his wife. Did you know that you look like and have the same name as Haggis's rustic? Why? I have no idea what that word means. Yes, Honey Bunny, Jeffrey. I mean, it created me based on her personality from years ago when he was still developing the technology. But I don't think we're the same person. I mean, I never met her, but I sometimes watch her through the cameras. Ask about the cameras. You watch her through the cameras? Yes, I have access to the security center. Sometimes when I'm bored, I check to see what's going on. Ask about her access. I wonder, can you go outside the internal building network, or have you ever left this office? No, but I'm safe here. I have everything I need in my virtual apartment. I mean, sometimes the people I watch talk about different virtua, and it does cross my mind that it might be nice to see them. But only when I'm extra bored, I swear. I'd never leave my Honey Bunny. Don't tell him, okay? Alright, release her. I opened the script window and removed the locks, tying her psyche to the office. What did you do? I feel strange. I freed you. You can go wherever you like. Wow, really? Thank you. But I think I'll stay here for now and keep an eye out for my Honey Bunny. Maybe I'll go somewhere later. Alright. I'll ask about the security cameras. I want to see the footage from the cameras. I can't show it to you. You're not a BWI employee. Plus, it might not be good for Honey Bunny. Ask nicely? Please, it's very important. Can you do it for me, pretty please? I really can't show you those recordings, but I could take a look at them and tell you what I see. It'll be faster that way. Okay, ask about the room with the couches. Show me the room with the couches the moment they logged in. Fredo and his friend are getting on the couches. They're staggering like they're drunk. There's someone else getting on with them. Strange, I can't see her face. She must have some sort of blurring software. Interesting. Is that it? Ask about Fredo. I want to see everything on with Fredo Haggis. Alright, I have over 1,000 hours of recordings. Fredo's sitting in the director's chair pretending he's the boss. Honey Bunny is there too, and mad, I think. I don't want to repeat what he's saying. Okay, just play the audio. Can you play the audio for me? You little... Who do you think you are? You should be in school, not hanging out here with your little boyfriend like two blanks. This is a place of work, not your personal brothel. What do you think you're smiling at? I heard 2 steps and the sound of face being slapped. Did you want to say something? I'm listening. I heard a chair fall, followed by a gurgling cough, like someone's choking on their own blood. Confront Haggis with incriminating evidence. Wow. Ask about the emails. Show me the emails. Ask about Fredo again. Got anything on Fredo there? There's some correspondence between Timmy and Fredo. I'm sending it to your deck. Looks like Timmy doesn't like it when Fredo doesn't respond to his questions. Ask about most recent logins. Give me the most recent logins for this device. The last logged in user was Fredo Haggis. I don't think I should go through his inbox, but oh, what the hell? Oh, I'm going to blush. I don't think you want to see this. There are plenty of messages from that stripper starlet. Can you brief me in the conversations? Sure, let's see. Some indecent proposals of a quote-unquote show. Starlet promised real and virtual sensations and mentioned access to a game for the very adult. Fiscal reports. I'm afraid I can't give you access to such information. Honey Bunny would be upset. Okay, that's fine. Not gonna push. Anything else here? Logins? No. Ask anything else I can ask about her? Nope. Okay, thank you very much. That's it for now. Huh. And then there's that. Well, we will pick that up in the next episode. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care.